What's up, gamers? Welcome back to Autonauts. It's been a little bit since I've done this, and by a little bit, I mean like a week. But that's a lot. That's a lot of time. Okay, so I kind of forgot what we were doing. I think I was going to double up on the kitchen stuff. I need to farm pumpkins, and I need to complete more research. So I guess that's what we'll do now. We've got the 10 times WOV. I remember doing that last time. We've got the plant breeding technology thing going on here. I think I'm just going to focus on producing more food so that we get a... What is the word? A surplus. There you go. So we can get a surplus of food going on, which should be easy enough. It shouldn't take too long. Let's see what we have here. So we could do mushrooms, sashimi, herby pumpkin, spiced berries, and carrot salad. Or ones we don't have pots yet, so we can't do the porridge. I think mushrooms obviously going to be the easiest. So, well, I guess berries would be even easier. So I guess I'll work on that. And there's our research done. We got carrots, we got seeds for carrots, and a plant breeding station, which I've never really used, but I think it's useful. I'm gonna try to do everything regardless, because I want to show you guys all of this game. And boom. I believe that's exactly how the other guy does it. And we're gonna take this guy, I'm gonna upload his thing there, and we're just gonna copy paste what he does and just swap the containers that he takes from. This guy, there's let me see, where is he? Go. We're just gonna rename this program to be more general. Mark 1 poke feed. It's gonna be here. And you have either link, which means all the bots that are linked will be part of the same program. If you change one of their programs, you'll change all of the programs. Then you could download a program to this bot, which means he won't be linked to it, but he will still have the same code. So that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna name him Spice Berry Feed. And instead of taking from spiced apple storage, I'm gonna hold shift and click spiced berries instead. Easy. And it should work just fine as it is now. So of course we're gonna watch him. And it looks like he's working perfectly as intended. He's gonna feed that folk. And boom, we got more WOV coming in. Sorry, it's not love, it's a WOV. And we are going to get basic flooring is actually very nice, because some things require you to put flooring under them. Otherwise, the stations on top won't work. There's also roads that you can make, which make the bots move even faster than turf, which is very nice to have, especially when they're trekking a long way to deliver resources. While he's doing that, I think I'm going to check what plans we have. We have farming vegetables for carrots. We have farming fruits for coconut. I think those are the only two new ones. We are going to make this crude plant breeding station. Let them build that. And I believe the next thing I should be doing is I'm just gonna keep doubling up on the kitchen, tripling up, quadrupling up, quintupling up. I'm gonna do mushrooms next, I believe. Let me do that real quick. There we go, we got our basic flooring. You can see sandy track, 15% faster surface. That's 15% faster movement speed. And then we have crude flooring, which is what we make from straw. It just happenstance, I just happened to finish the making herb mushrooms. Of course, we gotta get a bot. Grab these as well. And boom. There you go, nice and easy. We're gonna do structural parts next because I believe that gets us fixing pegs and possibly frames as well, which is what we need for a lot of stuff in the future. We're gonna need to make a lot of those. We're gonna have him do that. I think now I'm going to work on a pumpkin farm. I'm just gonna set up a little area just like this. I believe this is 11 by 11. And I'm gonna go ahead and work on that. Get this place cleared out. Do it right next to it. There's our structural parts, panels, square frames, fixing pegs, and structural workbench. Now those are extremely useful, and I won't be doing them right now as I'm still working on the farm. I'm clearly not done here, but in the meantime, I will clue you in on what I'm researching next. We will be working on the bot heads, or the Mark II bot rather. Now for this, I don't think you can use the variants, so I kind of shot myself in the foot by using them. So I'm just going to make a new bot workbench, and then I'm going to make the basic Mark I bot head on my own. And then I'll get that research started. Alright, looks like our bot research is complete. We got the good speed upgrade, energy upgrade, backpack upgrade, power upgrade, sensor upgrade, brain upgrade. And we also have the Mark II bot drive body and head, and a good bot workbench, and a bot storage. I don't think I'm gonna... Well, maybe I'll use the storage. We'll see. But that does mean we do have something new to research, so let's see. We have construction technology. I believe this is for level 3 houses. They will allow us to bring the colony to level 3. So, just gotta start that research. And pumpkin farm's coming along great. And I'll be back when I'm done, I guess. Alright, so quick break here. I have my first use of the if-else statement in this game, which I've never used before. I figured this would be a good opportunity to try it out. So basically the idea is, okay, so he's gonna do this forever and until this pumpkin storage is full. And if his hands are empty, he will grab a mallet. Otherwise he will stow his mallet. And then there's stow again. I don't think it'll pull out the item. I'm pretty sure it won't, because it's stow and not retrieve, like this one is. So he'll move to the pumpkin storage, he'll take from the storage, he will put it here, and then he'll take the mallet out of his pocket and smash it. And then, if his hammer breaks, if his mallet breaks, then it's if hands empty, his hands are empty, so he'll grab another one. But if his hammer doesn't break, you will stow it instead. So that's the whole idea with him. So I'm gonna test to see if it works. We'll see if this works together. This is a new experience. He's gonna take a pumpkin. He's gonna smash it. He's gonna stow it. There you go. Perfect. So if his mallet does break, then he'll go for a replacement. That's awesome. Love that. Alright. Now that we've learned that together, I'm gonna return to what I was doing and finish up this pumpkin farm. Alright, looks like we got construction technology. We got stone track, which is faster than the sand one, I believe. I think the sand one was 50 and this one's 30%. We got arch door, root arch, dry stone wall, log arch, and log wall. And we got the 12 research complete. So we're going to get our certificate right there. Not really much from that, just some decorative stuff, but it is nice to have. Let's see what our next research will be. Looks like it's going to be simple stone shaping. We're also making progress on the pumpkins up here. In fact, one more pumpkin being stored will be enough. And there it is. There we get our certificate for the pumpkin patch. Just got a plumber's cap, that's all. But we are slowly but surely building our tower. I think at some point soon I'm going to expand. We're going to get more folk. That way we could produce faster. Probably going to make another science station. In fact, I will do that right now. And I'm working on all this flooring built because we have the structural workbench. You could see right down here. It has that little flooring icon, and that means it needs to have flooring under it. Otherwise, it just won't function at all. And since we got this stone track, I'm not going to bother with the sandy ones. And I'm going to make a bunch of these. And there's our stone shaping. We're not going to use this for a while, but we can shape some blocks. We got crude chisel and mallet, and a masonry bench. I think most of that is aesthetic stuff, so we don't have to worry about it in the near future, really. But next, better livestock farming. We don't have livestock farming to begin with, but now we'll get a better one. And I made a second research station, so we'll have another bot working on that. That way we can get through these faster. And I am making fixing pegs, which are the same as planks and poles, in that you have to use them, to do a chopping block, or I think you can use an axe on a pole to get fixing pegs as well. So I'll get a bot to do that real quick. It'll be basically the same as how these guys do it. Alright, and here we go. Fixing pegs, very simple. You get 2 for each pole. This guy's going to chop them up. And then we have a bot that stores them. Very simple. Pretty much just copy and paste it from these. This will bring our need for logs way up. I will need to fix this a little bit, because as you can see, they're running behind a little bit. No wonder it's running behind. We only have 1 person planting. 1 bot's never enough. Why limit yourself to 1? There we go. Hopefully we'll see an increase in the amount of trees that we have. Now I'm going to make a bot that builds with the fixing pegs, since we will need a lot. If you have like any item that needs to be built like multiple times, even if it's only 2 times, I'd recommend you get a bot for it, because odds are you will need to build it way more in the future, and it will be very tedious, and I've learned that the hard way. So make sure you always assign bots when you can. And we got better livestock farming. We have hay bales, pitchforks, barns. We're not going to worry about that for now. I'll show you them later when they become apparent, but it looks like we are not making enough wood, so I am going to have them build more huts. I have 10 more of these guys, but in the meantime, wooden flooring and fencing. So the structural workbench, as you can see, if I approach it here, has that flashing floor symbol, you're just going to tell me flooring required to operate. So you can use any of these floorings. What I like to do is I like to take the tracks that give extra movement speed. Why are you here? I thought I replaced... You know what? You keep at it, buddy. You get to live. Okay. Anyway, back to what I was saying. I like to put the tracks on these places where the bots can actually walk. As you can see, it's a little bit difficult to see, but when I walk through it, I do get a small speed boost. And then I put these floorings that don't really affect it underneath. So now it's operatable, square frames, and panels. So that means it's a good thing I only built 2, because that's all we need. 2 structural workbenches, tracks, or the walkable places, and then flooring. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this track, click and drag, fill all that. So we can get our bots to run. We just want to make sure that our bots are as fast as they can possibly be. You can see that's a pretty significant speed boost. So ideally you want to have path like that everywhere that bots walk. But it does take a long time to have them constructed, as you can see. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to build like 3 more bots that just focus on building with stone. gonna set up more of them to build. If you hold control, so you can see I have 24 paths, and if I click, it'll just place them. If you have these, you hold control, and you can place blueprints instead. That way you don't have to place everything you have first before building more. Alright, we got the gate, fence, and good flooring. So I want to pause what I'm doing right there. What I was doing is I'm making square frames and panels fully automated. We're going to work on log cabins next. What I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to get a good memory upgrade for this guy, because this one takes a lot of steps. So, and the regular brain upgrade is just barely not enough. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to get back to work on this, making a good bot workbench. And I'll be back once I've made progress. Okay, so I built my first good bot workbench, and you can see we have Mark II bots available. The only thing we're missing is the good gear for the drive, but I think I'll go with the normal variant of this bot just because I think they look pretty good. They are, I think this is the same model that was in Autonauts when it was on itch. By the way, you can go on itch.io and you can download the initial version of Autonauts for free. So you can try it out if you don't want to buy it yet. It is very different, but it's somewhat similar. Anyway, the real reason I'm here is I want the good bot brain upgrade. So also we're running very low on poles, so I'm actually going to fix that first. Alright, I believe our pole production should be recovering now. Now we can focus on more important things. This crude bot memory, or good bot brain upgrade. I don't know why that's so difficult for me to say. Gonna stop him, pull his brain out, and pop a bigger one in. There you go. Now he's got 6 extra kilobytes. Should be just what I need to pick this up and put it in here. Forever. Alright. Alright, that should be good. He should start making panels all on his own now. And now I'm going to shift focus to this over here because we are indeed not producing WUV. Sorry. My bad. We're not producing WUV fast enough. I'm just going to crank this thing 10 times. That'll take a while, especially because... Oh, I see. I see what went wrong here. They were set wrong, I guess. But we do have log cabins now, and that's the level 3 housing. We're not going to worry about that yet, because we still have to worry about food. I think I'm going to do one more thing. I think I'll set up the pumpkin kitchen and get them to feed some folk. And then I'll stop recording. And I'll put an end to this video. And so I think I'm gonna leave it there for today. I think next time we gotta do coconuts and we gotta do carrots. I have already made a carrot seed. I believe we only need one, I'm pretty sure. You can get more seedlings from the carrots. Oh, and we just completed research. We got gnomes, clay pots, kiln, brewed clay station. I'm not going to worry about that for now. I'm going to do it next time. But what I will do right now is I will make the next. I'm going to do machine parts and we'll start the research, and then next time we'll finish it. So what we did today, we got the pumpkin farm up. We got more building supplies ready. We're building stone pads. We have, in addition to the workshop, we've unlocked robots, Mark IIs, and we extended the kitchen by 4 times. So we have 4 times the food, we have a surplus, and we doubled our folk population. So we did do a lot of work today. That's where I'm going to leave it. So, if you liked the video, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you want to see more Autonauts. I will be trying to post weekly Autonauts on top of whatever else I decide to record. Don't really have ideas. If you have ideas of what you want to see me play, whether it be an Autonaut style game or something else, I do like these like automation type games. I might play like Factorial maybe. I have Factorial. I haven't really played it before. It would be a new experience for me. Satisfactory is also one that I want to play. Or even like something different, like I've never played Valorant. I thought maybe I could play Valorant for the first time, see how that works out. But anyway, if you like the video, like it. If you want to see more videos, subscribe. I believe I'm going to try to post this Wednesday since I missed uploading last week. And so if I do upload this on Wednesday, then you should expect to see another Autonauts video Saturday to make up for the lack of one last Saturday. So, anyway, like I said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment, and why don't you share it with your friends? Do you have friends? I hope you have friends. Because if you don't have friends, that makes sense why you're watching me. But regardless, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.